Good morning, students. In this video lecture, we are going to see the assignment problem number 8. A pentagonal pyramid has altitude. Axis height is given as 60 mm. Base height is given as 35 mm. The pyramid rests with one of the sides of the base on HP. Another side of the base is resting on HP. Such that triangular face containing the side is perpendicular to both HP and VP. So here axis inclination is not given. One of the side of the base is resting on HP. Axis inclination is not given. What is given here? The resting side has one triangular face. That triangular face is perpendicular to both HP and VP. Now you see this object. To make the base side resting on HP, I am going to keep one side of the pentagon perpendicular to VP position. Okay. So one of the side of the base will be perpendicular to VP. So in this orientation, I am going to draw the top view so that one of the side of the base will be resting on HP. Now what is the orientation of the triangular face? The side is having one triangular face. What is the orientation of this triangular face available here? Now, what is the position of this triangular face? This triangular face is inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP. Okay. So here I am a pentagonal pyramid having one triangular face. This triangular face is perpendicular to this triangular face is perpendicular to VP and inclined to HP. Okay. Now, how to make this triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP? Any idea? The initial position, this triangular face is inclined to HP and perpendicular to VP. Now, to make this triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP, I am going to rotate like this. Now, this triangular face becomes vertical. That means it is perpendicular to HP as well as VP. In this orientation, the triangular face becomes perpendicular to both HP and VP. But important condition is one of the base side is resting on HP. That is important. So how to start the diagram when triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP? You have to look for only this main condition. Which is the main condition? One of the base edges resting on HP. If one of the base edges resting on HP, when the triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP, you have to start with the top view, draw the front view, then rotate the front view so that triangular face becomes perpendicular to HP as well as VP. Sir, you may ask me why we have to start with the top view? Because one of the base side is resting on HP. Now, I will tell you one important thing. Now, look at the object here. In front view, one of the base side I am keeping here. Now, when I rotate the top view, here also this triangular face. Look at this triangular face. In this orientation also, triangular face is perpendicular to both HP and VP. But what is the main important thing? One of the base side lies on VP. Okay. So whenever you are reading triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP, you have to be very, very careful. Okay. So in this orientation, triangular face is perpendicular to both HP and VP. But important aspect is, what is the important aspect? One of the base side of the pentagonal pyramid is lying on VP. So how to start the diagram? When one of the base side lies on VP, triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP, you have to start the diagram in the front view. But in this problem, triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP, but one of the base edges resting on HP. So always you have to remember, for this condition. If the side of the base is stressing on HP in this case, you have to start the diagram with the top view. That is very, very important thing. Okay, you have to remember this. For the same condition, triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP, if one of the base edges lies on VP, you need to start the diagram with the front view, draw the top view, rotate the top view, so that triangular face will be perpendicular to both HP and VP. So in this case also, triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP only. But one important thing is one of the base sides lies on VP. So you have to remember this. So you have to be very, very careful when one of the triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP. You have to look for important condition. If one of the side of the base is lying on HP, start with the top view. If one of the side of the base lies on VP, start with the front view. Okay. Now we will work out this problem. Why we are going to start with the top view when triangular face or slant face perpendicular to both HP and VP? Because one of the base side is resting on HP. So in that case only you have to start with the top view. For pyramid, always first of all you have to extend axis line. Axis height is or altitude of the pyramid is given. Now, how to make the slant face perpendicular to both HP and VP? Now, here you are having one triangular face at the left side. For example, OAE. Now, you are having corner point OAE available here. So that means it is nothing but triangular face. OAE forms a triangular face. So, three corner points available here on this line. O dash, A dash, E dash. That forms a triangular face. So this is nothing but, so this side is nothing but triangular face. Now what is available at the right side? O dash, C dash. Only 2 points available. So if you are having 2 points, O dash and C dash, what is the line you are getting? This is nothing but slant line. Only one line is available. Okay. So at the right side, you are having only slant line, not the triangular face. So we have to make this triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP. How to make the triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP? Now, make the triangular face perpendicular to HP. So draw a 90-degree line. Measure A dash and O dash. So this point will be A and E. Now measure O dash and E dash and transfer here. Okay, so that this triangular face becomes perpendicular to HP. In top view, it will be perpendicular to VP. Now how to rotate this front view? Now we are going to find out the location of the corner point C in our diagram. How to find out that? Measure A dash, C dash. From the corner point A dash, construct one arc. Measure O dash, C dash. Okay. So using the compass, I will show. So measure A dash, C dash. From here, you will draw the arc. Then measure C dash and O dash. From the O dash, draw the arc. So here, radius will be A dash, C dash. Here radius will be O dash and C dash. That will be the radius. Now you got the intersection points. Join those intersection points. Now transfer the remaining points also. Transfer the axis line. Then transfer the A to B. This AB measurement have to transfer. Join the axis line. Then join the visible edges. B1 dash and D1 dash. Now we are going to draw the apparent top. In this case, triangular face perpendicular to both HP and VP. One of the base side. This base side AE is resting on HP here. Now draw the apparent top view. Now first section the apex point O and O1 dash, forming O1. Then extend the corner point A and A1 dash, forming A1. Then extend B and B1 dash. Then extend C and C. This will be C1 dash, forming C1. Then extend D. Then extend E. Okay. Now, when slant face perpendicular to, slant face is perpendicular to, or slant face is vertical. Now look at the top view. All these base sides will be visible. All the slant edges will be visible. So these two slant edges will coincide with the base side. This slant line, this slant line, this slant line will be coinciding with the base side available when it is vertical. So remaining all the base side, all the slant edges will be visible. So this is a peculiar position in which all the lines will be visible. No dotted lines will be there. Okay. How to join this? First, theoretically, when you look top view here, BCD will be visible. So join BCD. Okay. So theoretically, we can say that DEAB. So DEAB. You cannot draw the dotted line because it forms the outer boundary. Already I told you, outside the diagram, no dotted line will be available. So all the base sides in this case will be visible. How to join the slant edges? O, apex point O is connected with the A. Now join O to A. Then OB. Connect O to B. Then OC. Connect O and C. Then connect OD. Join O to D. Then O to E. Join O to E. Already This OE you have to join like this. So outside the diagram, you cannot draw the boundary line. So all the three base sides, that is DEAB. So DEAB will not be the dotted line because it forms the outer boundary of the diagram. Okay, so this is a peculiar case in which when the slant face is perpendicular to both HP and VP, all the base side, all the slant edges are visible. Okay. The only thing is this base side will not be visible. This base side AE will not be visible in the top view, but that cannot be shown as a dotted line because it is coinciding with the visible slant line available here. These two slant lines are visible in the top view. Okay.